What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is JR, and I did 10 years in the Georgia Department of Correction, man. And I share prison stories, man. I let y'all know what was going on while I was behind the walls, man. You know, we be bringing some type of awareness to what's going on in the prison, man. At the same time, letting y'all folks know what's going on so y'all don't end up behind these walls, bro. Like I said, these stories might be crazy, but this story today, man, this was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, I felt this one a little bit, bro, when this had took place. I was down there at Smith, bro, pretty much on the south side. And I told y'all, when you on the south side, bro, like the dorms on the south side, you pretty much away from everything else, bro. You got the north side of the compound, but when you on the south side, it's on the one building that's open, and that's G building, bro. Mind you, they got two other buildings. They got H building and they got J building. J building is actually the tier program. And for those who are familiar and been following the prison genre, y'all should know what the tier program is, bro. You have tier 1, which is like a 45-day program, which is just like a regular time in the hold. You have tier 2, which is like a 9-month program, and you have tier 3, which is like, I think like 20-something months or 30-something months, but crazy, bro. But so J billing will be the tier program, and H billing will be the whole, which is tier 1. And J billing will be tier 2 and tier 3. So when you on the south side, bro, you pretty much cut off from the whole compound. So these are like the intake dorms, even though you have regular people in here all the time. But whenever new intake come on this compound, that is where you're going. You're practically going to G building, bro. Or you just gonna go to H building and go to the hole and wait them 45 days until you could get to the other side of the compound. When I went, I told y'all, me and that boy C Bill, we went straight to G2, bro. So I was in the dorm a little bit of while, bro, and this particular day they had new intake, and I told y'all when I went in, it was a crazy, man. It was looking crazy in the dorm. People in there was looking crazy. It was just much different from what I was used to, me coming from a private camp. So whenever new intake would come in this dorm, bro, I'd just be looking at these guys. I'd be trying to read them, trying to study them and see what they got going on, bro. Some guys, you could really just look at them, bro, and see the fear in their eyes and stuff like that. And that's what a lot of these guys, as far as like gang members and guys who just be terrorizing other guys in the system, they look for stuff like that. They feed off of that type of energy, bro. So when guys come in, they be looking nervous. They be like this. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro, you got some crazy looking dudes when you go to them level 5 camps, bro. I mean, you have crazy looking dudes all over in prison, even out here in the world, bro. But some of these dudes, bro, I'm talking about, they be high out their mind, tattoos all over their face, and you know, they be putting on this extra hard image just for new people that's coming to the compound, because everybody want to look like they tough and they're rough at this camp. So at this particular day when they was bringing in these new intake, bro, I was just looking at the guys, studying them. Now you had all type of different looking guys, bro. Some guys, they'll come in, as soon as they come in the dorm, they'll go to standing on their 6, they'll go to standing on their 5. Now when I say standing on their 6 and standing on their 5, standing on their 5 meaning they go up under the 5-point star. They might be blood or whatever, so they stand a particular way, and when they stand a particular way, that will let other gang members know what they is. And when they stand a particular way, they might be like they blood or they GD or whatever, bro. On this particular day, bro, it was about 10 guys who came in. And like I said, bro, some of these guys were looking scared out their mind, bro. But I remember one dude in particular, dude named Slice. Real tall, skinny dude, man. He came in, and when he came in, he was looking, bro. Boom, looking. And I heard somebody from the back of the dorm was, hey, Slice, what's up, boy, what's up? So he was just looking, he was happy, bro. And that reminded me when I came in, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When I entered that dorm in G2, bro, I didn't know nobody, bro. It was crazy looking. I'm like this, looking all over the place, bro, because I didn't know nobody in here, bro. And it was one guy from Chicago. I know I talked about this in the early stories. One guy from Chicago that I knew. You know what I'm saying? He was GD, but I knew him from the other camp. And he was like, boy, Jamaica, what's up? And that, bro, you don't understand. That could take so much pressure, bro. If somebody just calling your name and let people know that, yeah, I know dude right there. So when dude that came in and his homeboy went over there, homeboy like, what's up, boy? Boop, boop, boop. Man, I heard you was down. He was talking real loud, and where I was standing up there on the top range, I could hear. He's like, boy, I heard what happened. And then you had other guys, bro, who, you know, GD's going to help them, Blood's going to help them, because they seen that these guys were standing on their respected 6 or their respected 5. So anyways, bro, I say like the next day or something like that. They end up putting the guy like 2 doors down for me, bro. The guy sliced that came in, and you could tell, bro, when he came out the door, out the room the next day, bro, he was just looking all over the place like he was in a whole new world, bro. And I was standing there. I was just standing on the rail, cause I'm still down there getting used to the dorm, bro, and getting used to seeing different faces because it's be a lot of the turnover rate in this dorm, bro, be real heavy like this. People be in and out, in and out, in and out. A lot of these guys in this dorm, they constantly go to the hole, bro. Guys will come over here, the G building on the south side, and they'll come in, they'll be like, boy, I ain't staying over here. I ain't staying over here. I'm going back to the other side. They'll do something stupid, go to the hole just to get back to the other side. So the next day I was out there chilling on the range, bro, posted up, got my foot stood up on the rail like this. And he came to me, he's like, man, what's up, bro? I was like, what's up? And he was like, man, boo, he told me his name or whatever like that. I was like, what's up, bro? I told him, boom, I'm Jamaica or whatever like that. So he's like, man, this don't seem like it's crazy, bro. So, naturally we went to chopping it up. Because bro seemed like he had a good energy, bro. He don't seem off like that, bro. He ain't really had no much tattoos and stuff, no crazy tattoos on the face. He ain't look crazy or nothing like that. So he went to asking me, like, man, how long you been here? I tell him, like, bro, I only been here like a month, bro. I told him, he's like, man, how it is? I was like, bro, it's all right, bro. It's what you make it. So he's like, man, they be robbing in here, doing all this type of stuff. I was like, yeah, bro. Not gonna lie to you, all this stuff be taking place in here. And while I was talking to him, bro, you know me, I'm looking at all the tattoos and all the type of stuff like that. He had a 5-point star on his hand, and he had some stuff written up on the hit. Now these was gang related tattoos, and I known these tattoos from just being in the chain gang and seeing other guys with these same tattoos and these gang literature on them, bro. So he was talking to me, and I went to ask him. I was like, damn, bro, you affiliated? He's like, nah, bro, I ain't affiliated or whatever like that. And he went to telling me about how he got locked up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, he just went, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He just went to spilling the bean. He's like, man, I just came down the road, bro. I just left Jackson. I just came from Rice Street, bro. So I was like, dang. I was like, bro, I seen somebody holler at you when you came in here. He's like, yeah, man. That's my homeboy, man. That's my homeboy from the street. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And the guy that hollered at him, dude, Bryce. Now, Bryce was blood. You know what I'm saying? Bryce was real cool, though, bro. Bryce was no loud dude, but, you see Bryce in the dorm. He always liked to gamble, though. Bryce is always gambling, bro. So we went to chopping it up, bro, and he was telling me, like, yeah, bro, I got to go to the Fed. He told me he got to go to the Feds after he leaves the state. He said he got to do 10 in the state, bro, and then he got to go do 12 in the Feds. I was like, that don't make no sense. He's like, yeah, bro, you got to go to the Feds after that. I was like, damn, man, that's crazy. I was like, what you got cased up for? He was like, man, he went to telling me, bro, him and his homeboys that were hitting pawn shops in the city, bro. They were going around hitting the pawn shop for straps and stuff like that. And long story short, bro, the feds got on their case, bro, because I guess they were hitting a lot of different pawn shops all over the place, bro. And when it come to involving like straps and stuff like that, that calls for the ATF. That's a part of the, the Fed, Alphabet Boys. And they were selling these straps all over the city, bro. Now, this was a big old case, he said. And he said it was a lot of guys locked up and a lot of guys was telling. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he went to talking to me. And he was like, bro, I'm going to just be real with you, bro. He's like, man, I used to be blood. I was like, what? I was just plain stupid, bro. Mind you, I seen all this stuff on his hand. And I pretty much know how this stuff goes, bro, inside of prison, bro. I done seen this so many times, bro. A lot of guys will come in something, bro, and a lot of times they'll fall back. When they come in and see how most of these guys be acting and stuff like that, they'll literally fall back, bro, because they be like, bro, I ain't with all this crazy stuff, bro. A lot of dudes that been banging from the street, they don't be with all that crazy mess when they get inside the joint, bro. So he was telling me, like, yeah, man, I just can't deal with all this stuff. And he was like, man, I had some homies on the street, bro. He said, all the dudes on my case, all of them was homies, bro. But he was like, some of them told, some of them flipped the script. And that's when he was like, man, I washed my hands with it. He was like, bro, I'm trying to change my life and all this type of stuff. I was like, damn, bro, you on the right path. But I was like, man, I'm like, dang, it's about to be a real sticky situation because I know how these guys is, bro. These guys, they'll get to looking at your tattoos and look, and it don't take nothing for somebody to just look at one of your tattoos and be like, what? Why you got this on right here? You know what I'm saying? Who you roll up under, who this, that. They want to investigate and they want to know why you not banging no more and all this type of stuff, bro. So anyways, bro, me and him went there, we chopping it up or whatever like that. And Bryce came up. When Bryce came up, you know what I'm saying? I seen Bryce before. We never really just talk or nothing like that. But when he came up, he like, man, what's up, Jamaica? You know what I'm saying? I was like, what's up, bro? Never knew he knew my name, but I guess he knew people calling my name around the dorm and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, man. He's like, boy, that my homeboy right here. I was like, yeah, bro, I was just talking to bro. He's like, man, it's a good dude right here, man. He's a good dude, man. And then he was like, damn, shawty, I'm mad you got caught up like that, man. On that case with all them stupid fools like that, man. Get all that time. He was like, boy, I heard most of them boys telling. And that's when Slice was like, yeah, man. All them boys goddamn telling, bro. He was like, man, that's why I just walked away from banging, bro, and stuff like that. And that's when Bryce was like, bro, he was like, look, bro, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Keep that on the low, bro. Don't let nobody know what's going on. And that's when Slice, he kind of looked at me. And I guess gave him a look like, bro, I don't care, bro. I'm not finna tell nobody your business. I don't care, bro. But I noticed it before he even told me. So I know somebody probably will see this, bro. That's when Bryce was like, man, don't let nobody know, bro, because these dudes out here, they be wilding, bro. They be this and that. So I was like, all right, cool. So anyways, bro, I told him, like, man, I'm finna go in my room. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really want to get caught up in their conversation and stuff like that, bro. Especially when it comes to all that gang stuff. I don't want nobody to be like, oh, yeah, Jamaica said this or Jamaica said that. No, I don't want no type of deal in that, bro. Anyways, bro, I went to my room. Boom. Later on that day, we going to chow, bro. I come out there for chow. You know, bro came, boom, he came, stood up right beside me outside, bro. When we lined up for chow, he like, man, what's up, bro? So I was like, damn. I guess he trying to find a friend or something, you feel me? So I like, he cool, though. He seemed like a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? So we went to chopping it up and stuff like that. When the chow one came back, he was like, man, I hate I got caught up in this. I was like, bro, listen, bro. You just got to change your life, bro. From this point, I told him, I said, bro, I'm down on the dime right now. I said, bro, I'm down on the dime, but I guess what? We got to do it, bro. I just went to talking to him and stuff like that because his spirit was all the way down, bro. He pretty much on the floor in a depression state of mind, bro. Mind you, when I finish my 10, I ain't got to go nowhere else and do no time like that. He got to do 10 in the state and then go somewhere else and do a whole bunch more time. He was like, man, I said, you trying to appeal that stuff or try to go back to court? And that's when he telling me, he was like, bro, I ain't really got nobody on the street like that. Don't nobody really mess with me like that except for his mom. His mom, you know, she ain't really got it like that, but she'll look out for him. He's like, Mom Dukes be looking out for me and stuff like that. So that's when I went to telling him, I was like, bro, you know, it's a lot of hustling here, bro. Find you a little hustle, bro. He was like, what you mean? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I was like, look, bro, it's a lot of products. You could buy products and flipping it. But that's when I was telling him, I was like, bro, this probably not the best dorm for you to start doing this type of stuff in. I was like, bro, you probably need to try to get to the north side, bro. If you get to the north side now, I heard it's more cooler, more calm over there where you could get your hustle on and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, bro, I need to get my hustle on, bro, because I need to go out there and run this checkup so I could try to beat these cases and stuff. So I was like, yeah, bro, you definitely need to do that. Anyways, bro, I see a week go by. Yeah, about a week go by, bro. I seen a little play, bro. And one thing about me, bro, I always pay attention to everything, bro. I always pay attention to everything. I seen some of the blood dudes down there in the dorm. And every time you see them get to grouping up, bro, you know it's something crazy going on or they up to no good, bro. Not just the Bloods, but with any particular group, bro. It might be the Muslims, it might be GDs, it might be the Mexicans, bro. You could always tell from the way they stepping and the way they moving and the way they be looking. They be giving themselves away, bro. Some of these guys be giving themselves away because one of the Blood dudes, bro, he went to walking over where the group is with the other one. He went to looking, but he looking right at Slice, bro. I see the play. He looking at Slice, and he went over there. They went to talking. I seen one of them looking like this, like he looked, and another one like I'm trying to tell him like, bro, don't book. So they doing these little hand signals, and I seen one of them like this, like he trying to tell him about the tattoo and stuff like that. Anyways, bro was down there by his room, standing up by his room and stuff. I guess he didn't see the play, bro. And I'm standing up by my door. I seen two of the Blood, and it's just from the way how they stepped off, bro. They stepped off. They went stepping off. They went walking. They came upstairs. They mobbed right beside me, bro. Walked down the bro door. So they went to talking to him and stuff like that. I could see him. He was like, nah, man. I could see one of them was like pointing, like trying to tell him, like, see the tattoo. He was like, nothing like that. And same time when they doing that, here come Bryce, bro. Bryce came out of his room, and it's like Bryce seen the play, bro. know what I'm saying? Bryce came all the way around the range. When he came all the way around the range, he like, boom, he came up. He like, man, my partner, man, everything good with bro, man, everything good. And they were like, man, he dog. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, nah, Bryce was like, man, he ain't dog, man. That's my partner from the street, man. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So one of the blood dude like, man, what he got? He got gang shit all over him, bro. What he is, bro. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I'm like, dang, bro. They done caught up with bro, man. This kind of crazy, bro. And you could see the look on bro's face. He was pretty much like confused, bro. He was like, dang, man. So that when Bryce was like, nah, bro, I shouted good, man. He good, man. I promise he good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? So one of the dudes was like, man, Bryce, man, bro, that my set. You know what I'm saying? That my set he got on his hand. You ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. You ain't in my set. And I was like, damn, bro. So Bryce called one of the other guys from downstairs who had more rank in that particular set, bro. And Bryce called him like, man, let me holler at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boop. The other two dudes, they went downstairs. They left Slice up there. They went downstairs. Boom. Bryce went downstairs. Boom. They went in the room. They went to chopping it up. Now I'm on the range. I'm kicking it like this. Bro looking at me like he just wanted, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to talk. He wanted to vent. He looking like, damn, man. He looking like, damn. He like, man, I ain't going for nothing stupid, bro. I ain't going out for nothing stupid. Now, like I said, bro, Slice, he probably about 6'3", bro, tall and skinny, long arms, bro. You know, bro had them little orangutan arms too, long arms, but you could tell he was real nervous, bro. But he kept posted up on his door like, he like, man, I ain't going out for nothing stupid, man. I ain't going for nothing stupid. I ain't going for nothing stupid. I wanted to say something to him, bro, but you see, in these situations, bro, you got to know when to just be like, you know what I'm saying, hold your own and fall back. And I wanted to know, like, damn, bro, you strapped. You know what I'm saying? You need to get you a tool. You need to get a lock in the sock, lock on the belt. You need to get something, bro, because it looked like these folks finna try you about something, bro. So, boom, these folks in the room downstairs, I guess they was talking about 30 minutes later, bro, they come out, boom. I seen Bryce mob upstairs. But two of the guys that had came up and hollered at bro, when they came out the room, they like this, boom, mugging the whole time. Bryce walking up the stairs. Bryce came up the stairs. He like, He like, man, let me holler at you, shout. Let me holler at you in the room. Boom. They went in the room and they went to chopping it up, boop, 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 and stuff like that. And they chopping it up and they came back out the room. Bryce went downstairs, bro. Boom, Bryce went downstairs, went and hollered at them folks back, boop, boop, boop. So me now, I'm like, bro, you good? You know what I'm saying? He like, man, I'm good, bro. These folk goddamn want me to start bad banging, bro, but I ain't going for it, bro. I just leave it alone, bro. I got my reasons why I left it alone. He's like, man, so I was like, damn, what they talking about? He's like, man, they trying to investigate me, see if I got put out the hood on some flaw shit or some shit like that. He's like, nah, bro, I just left that shit alone. I was like, damn, bro, crazy. So I asked him, I was like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? You strapped, you know what I'm saying? He's like, man, shit, bro, that was just asking my partner about. He wasn't really trying to talk too loud, but I could hear him, bro. Now, at this time, bro, mind you, the whole dorm, bro, everybody pretty much kind of know what's going on. So you have people looking, people trying, you know, just like I'm looking and my eyes following everything that's going on. You have people who was downstairs, they looking and they following, bro. So every type of movement going on, when somebody come upstairs, go back to this room, that's all you see, people like this, eyes following all over the place, bro. Everybody want to know what's going on. So they went downstairs, they went back in the room. Now when they came back out, Bryce came up with the other dude that was downstairs. I guess he's some type of big homie for that set or whatever. He came up and they went in the room, chopped it up with bro. They in the room for about 45 minutes chopping it up, man. He came out, he was like, man, he's like, nah, bro, I ain't going for it, bro. I ain't going for it. So the dude, now the blood dude, he's like, shit, bro, he's either gonna line up, bro, you gonna goddamn get on the door, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to do something. So Bryce was like, damn, shawty. He was like, damn, bro. He's like, bro, what you gonna do? The big homie dude, he went back downstairs. So Bryce was like, what you gonna do, shawty? And Slice was like, man, I ain't going out, bro. I ain't going out, bro. I ain't lining up. I ain't doing none of that. He's like, bro, my same homies told on me, bro. He like, bro, I'm just trying to change my life, bro. I'm just trying to do the right thing, bro. I done caught all this time, bro. I ain't with all this mess. I ain't with all this madness or nothing like that. So Bryce was like, man, hold on, shawty. I'm going to try to goddamn pull some strings for you, shawty, because I ain't trying to let it go down like that. And I was like, man, I hate that was happening for bro, man. So Bryce went back downstairs again. He went to chopping it up with them folks. Bro had done went in his room. Slice had done went in his room, bro. Boom. And the whole night, bro, like I tell you, the whole night, everything was tense. I felt like these folks was finna pop on, bro. You know what I'm saying? To how they was acting. And mind you, bro, you have some of these little blood dudes in the dorm. They thirsty, bro. You know what I'm saying? They thirsty to get some rank. They thirsty to say they bust something. They thirsty just to show people that they about some type of action, bro. That's how they is, bro. Super thirsty. And you find that with a lot of people in chain gang. Not just with the Bloods, bro. As soon as every type of organization, it might be a civilian or something, bro. Some guys just be ready to prove they self, bro, to their particular group, or to prove they self to somebody, or prove they self to the dome, bro. So anyways, bro, that night, nothing ain't even happened, bro. We get up at breakfast. When we get up at breakfast, now I get up. I go outside, boom, stand up outside. Now, usually, bro, he'll come stand up beside me. So now I'm on some shit like, hold on, bro. You can't come beside me right now, bro. You got a whole lot going on. But he didn't come out for breakfast. But I did see him get up, though. He did get up. But I guess he hadn't got up and locked himself back in his room. Because the whole time I was out there, I was looking for him to come out the door, bro. He didn't come out the door, bro. It wasn't a lot of people that came out for breakfast because it was pretty much cold outside, bro. So anyways, bro, went to breakfast, came back. When I came back, I seen him standing on the rail, bro. Standing on the rail. Boom, some of the Bloods dudes come in. Mind you, some of these guys is asleep, bro. So one of these dudes, one of the little dudes who had first approached him, bro, it came in. And he was just mugging him the whole time. Mind you, bro, this little dude, he probably like 5'3", 5'4", bro. You got no, man, this man like 6'3", man. I know if this man go in the room with you, he probably will blister pack you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he'll beat you to sleep. I'll put my money on that boy's slice against that little dude. But he was just walking, bro. Mugging, bro. Upstairs looking like this. Mugging the man. I was like, bro, all that even necessary? I know all that ain't necessary, bro. So bro just posted up right there. And I was like, damn, bro. I was like, damn, you ain't strapped up. You know what I'm saying? He's like, boy. He's like, hell nah, boy. He's like, hell nah. He's like, man, you got something? He's like, oh no. I ain't got nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? The only strap I got is for myself. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I got peoples in here, bro. I got peoples that's in the Hispanic group. I got peoples that's in the same blood group, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could always get something, but I can't get in the middle of that, bro. I can't give you no strap. You know what I'm saying? Then I was telling him, I was like, damn, bro, that's one of the first things you should have programmed when you came in the dorm, especially if you had, you had all this stuff following you around, bro. You know it's going to get, he's like, man, when I was at the last camp, bro, he's like, bro, they were trying me like that. They were trying me like that at Jackson. But he was like, man, I had a lot of people from the city right there that was backing me. I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, damn, bro, you got to be careful, bro, because, this shit could get ugly in here. And he's like, bro, I already know, I already heard how they playing at level 5. And that's when Bryce didn't even go to breakfast, bro. I guess Bryce was up. He got up. Boom. He was like, man, he came looking across the range. Like, man, what's up, shawty, you good? And bro was like, he good. Now, Bryce, he was a West Coast blood, bro. And this particular set that bro had problems with that he was is an East Coast set. You know what I'm saying? So Bryce, he had to tread real lightly too, bro. He can't really go against the grain against this blood stuff, bro. Even though this is his homeboy that he grew up with. Mind you, these dudes, he can't really try to save him too. Because these dudes, East Side, and they are bloodthirsty, bro. This exactly how these dudes be in the chain gang, bro. A lot of stuff, bro, they could just let it go, bro. They just be hunting for trouble, bro. They just be hunting for trouble. So, anyways, bro, boom. I went back and laid down in the room, bro. Went back and laid down. When we got up, bro, it was inspection. They get up, get ready for inspection, boom. So, anyways, bro, boom. Everybody getting ready for inspection and stuff like that. Now, usually, bro, the warden don't really come around like that on the south side. Now, you will have Debo on this particular morning, bro, because Debo was the unit manager on that side as well. So, anyways, bro, Debo came through with the warden and everything. They came through, did their little thorough inspection. Now, Debo, when he coming through, bro, for inspection, I had my tool on me. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. But Debo, when he come through, bro, I remember that morning, bro, he ended up one of these same blood dudes, bro, one of the same little short dudes. Not the one that was mugging, bro, in the morning, but the other one, bro. Debo ended up patting him down online for inspection. Like I said, bro, when they come in and they tell you get online for inspection, bro, now, Debo, bro, when he come around, he be walking beside you, bro. This man read body language so good. He could sense if you nervous or something like that. They train him for this type of stuff. But this dude, he was elite, bro. I'm not going to lie, he was elite. I remember he was just walking past dude downstairs like this with the inspection team. And he stopped and backed up. He looked at it, he said, you. get on the wall. And he put him on the wall, bro. He went to patting him down. Boom, boom, boom. Felt the side right here. Boom. Pulled a big old ice pick off of him, bro. Big old thing off of him. Boom. Told one of the search team, hey, put him in the salad port. They put him in the salad port ASAP. So in my mind, I was like, I looked at bro. I was like, oh, there go one of your problem. One of your problem just got eliminated. So I'm like, anyways, bro, they got through doing the inspection and stuff like that. Boom, inspection team left. Everybody pretty much kind of like relaxed in the dorm now, bro. Boom, everybody relaxed. They called lunch, went out to lunch. Bro came out to lunch. When he came out to lunch, I made sure I walked far away from him. I usually stay at the back of the line. You know where I was? I was at the front, bro, because I don't want him come standing up beside me, bro, because he had a lot going on. And I know, bro, from being at this camp, I done seen hits on the walk, bro. The little time I was here. This is one of the time, guys, because they know the cameras outside ain't really working like that, or they can't really catch you because it's be crowd out here, so a lot of guys will pop off on the walk. I ain't wanting to pop on this dude and I'm right beside him, because then, you know, guys might feel like, oh, I'm right beside you. If somebody swing, bro, and swing and miss at him and hit me, then I'm going to be involved, and I ain't trying to go through all that crazy stuff, so I find myself at the front of the line, bro. Boom, went in the chow hall. And I think bro kind of seen it too, because when he went in the chow hall, I was already sitting down eating, bro. I see when he entered the chow hall, he looked at me, he was like, kind of put his head down. I was like, hey, that's just how it go, bro. Boom. We went back to the dorm, bro. When we went back to the dorm, it was a whole bunch of funny movement again, bro. It was a whole bunch more funny movement, bro. You see the bloods, they started moving funny again, bro. Moving funny again. Boom. Now at this time, bro, when we sliced, he went round there to go holler at Bryce's room. When he went to go holler at Bryce, bro, Bryce was like, you could tell Bryce was kind of like giving him like the cold shoulder type of vibes, bro. Now, I guess Slice had then picked it up to how the bloods was moving in the dorm, bro. Boom. Now the same little guy that was mugging him the day before that morning, bro. Boom. He came upstairs. He like, man, what you gonna do, shawty? You gonna line up or what? You gonna line back up or what? You know what I'm saying? So Slice was like, man, I ain't got nothing going on, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm through with the blood shit, bro. I'm good. I'm good. He like, boy, you gonna pack your shit, bro. Get on the dough, boy. Get on the dough. So Slice was like, man, I ain't getting on no dough, bro. So the bro was like, man, you gonna get on that dough. He pulled the fire out on bro. He pulled the fire out ASAP. So me now, I'm down there by my room, so I kind of hit my back against the wall. You feel me? I let him have the range. So bro was like, man, you could tell Slice, he was kind of nervous, but he wasn't backing down, bro. He wasn't backing down. So the other blood dude, I guess they big homie downstairs, he was like, hey, little bro, come on, man. Come on down here, man. Come on down here. He's like, hey, bro, pack your shit, man. You got to get on the dough. So, bro, he went down there, bro. Now, Slice, he wasn't going for it. Slice standing up on the rail like this. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, like, hey, man, pack your shit, bro. You got 10 minutes, bro, before you got to get on that dough. So, Slice just posted up the whole time, bro. He posted up on the door like this. I was like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, you in the dorm all this time and you didn't even get you no fire? You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, one of the times I was like, I wanted to tell him, like, bro, let's get on the door, bro. You feel me? Don't let pride get in your way. Even though me, bro, I done did stupid thing like that before, bro. I done had guys tell me to get on the door, bro. And I tell them I ain't getting on no door, bro. When they had, it was like 10 of them in the dorm, bro. Tell me to get on. I'm like, I ain't getting on no door. So I kind of understood where he was coming from, bro. He didn't want to really go out bad knowing he had all this time to doing the chain gang, bro, because this reputation could also follow you, bro. From here to another dorm, to another camp, all it takes is for somebody to be like, oh yeah, bro, they put anything on the door right over there, and then she could follow you because somebody else could feel like they could do the same thing to you, bro, at another camp or in another dorm. So, bro, like, man, I ain't going, whoop, whoop, whoop. Listen, bro, when that 10 minutes was up, bro, I seen two bloods. It's now, mind you, when you upstairs, bro, it's two stairs. When you upstairs, it's two ways. It's two stairs, bro. One over here by the cooler side and one over here by the shower side, bro. It was two blood mobbing from this side, bro, and two blood mobbing from that side, bro. And I was like, damn, boy, about to go down. And that's when you seen everybody in the dorm, they pretty much kind of try to take themselves away out of the scenery of everything, bro. The GDs, they went moving to one side. The Mexican, I seen one of them was down there by the TV, got the headphones on. It was another Mexican, went there and told her, hey, you know what I'm saying? Get off the floor. Get off the floor. You know what I'm saying? They tell you to get off the floor, you know something about to happen, bro. Get off the floor, bro. So me now, I kind of like slid back halfway in my room. My door was open. I was like, damn, bro. So, bro, when he seen that, guess what, bro, do? When they came in around like this, guess what, bro, do? bro, hit the rail on him. He jumped over the rail, bro. I was like, dang, this nigga spring the rail like he jumping the fence, bro. Jumped over the rail. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And it was two more guys downstairs, bro. They went to chase him. He went to run around the dorm, bro. He went to run around the dorm. And this time, bro, I'm looking for Bryce. I look over there by Bryce's room, bro. Bryce like this, bro. He just got his head down, bro. He in a sticky position, bro. You know what I'm saying? He between a rock and a hard place, bro. Mind you, this is homeboy from the street, but blood's right here, bro. He go against him, bro. He gonna be food. They finna eat him. Mind you, bro. This dude Slice, he running around downstairs, bro. He running around downstairs, he getting away. I remember one of the little dudes hit after him, bro. But when he hit after him, he caught the back of his sweater right here, cause bro had a sweater on. The tool hit the sweater. And I was like, damn, bro. Bro running, boom. Bro, the man end up, cause when you coming up the stairs, right? You hit a flight of stairs like that, then you gotta come up and hit another flight. Guess what he did? He jumped up on the first flight. He jumped up on the rail. You know you got the rail around the stair. He jumped up on the rail, bro, and jumped right back upstairs. Shot past my room, bro. When he shot past my room, he had the blood dudes chasing him, bro. They chasing him, bro. He ran all the way around there to Bryce's room. He like, let me get a tool, shawty. Let me get a tool, bro. Let me get a tool. And home just looking at him like, damn, bro. He couldn't help him. He just ran right by, bro. He run around the dorm, bro. Till it was an old dude in the dorm. He's like, man, just get on the door, bro. He's like, man, bro, just get on the door before they kill you, bro. Get on the door. Get on the door before they on the live you, bro. I was like, damn, bro. So he ran around. Mind you, bro, he got about 6 dudes chasing him, bro. High speed chase all through the dorm, bro. So I'm like, damn. Mind you, bro, when the last time when he went to running around, bro, one of the blood dudes, he tripped him. Boom. When he tripped him, bro tripped, and he was running so fast, bro. He tripped and rolled. When he rolled over, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, caught himself in mid-stride, got right back up, bro. He went to the door, beating on the door. Boom, 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 boom. When he went to beating on the door, bro, one of them dudes came up behind him and hitting him in the back, bro. Bam, bam. I ain't gonna lie, bro turned around ASAP. He turned around ASAP. Bam, bam. Went to boxing bro out. Yeah, he got hit a couple times. He went to boxing that boy out, though. Bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking at the officer in the boot, bro. This dude in there, he panicking, bro. I'm like, what does it take for you, bro? First of all this stuff going on in the dorm, bro. Dude running around chasing dudes. You ain't see none of that. You supposed to be on alert, bro. You supposed to be looking at what's really going on in the dorm, bro. But he didn't see none of that, bro. So he there trying to press the button. He tried to press the button and beat on, boom, boom, boom. Try to press the button. Open the door, bro. The door finally opened, bro. When bro went in the salad port, bro, one of the dudes, he trying to go in the salad port after him, bro. He had to be pushing the door, forcing it like that. The officer's telling him, you could see the officer pointing to the other door, because when you go in the salad port, bro, it's like, it's this area, bro. It's not really long. It's just like a small area, bro, between 2 doors, bro. And then you got a door inside to go into the boot, bro. So the officer was trying to tell him, he popped the other door for him to run outside, bro. So when he finally picked up what the officer was saying, bro ran outside, bro. That's when the dude, he went back in the dorm. You know how it is. Once they seen that the police looking, he went running back in the dorm. I was like, dang, bro. I hated that for bro, man. But then I was looking at Bryce. Bryce was like, you could tell Bryce, he felt some type of way, bro. But I understand that the position that Bryce was in, bro, he couldn't really gauge Slice a tool, bro. You know what I'm saying? But in that position, too, I was like, damn, Slice, you ain't got no fire, nothing like that, bro. When I bucked going on the door, bro, I had some fire. You feel me? If you ain't got no fire, bro, you might as well just go on the door, bro. Just go ahead and go on the door, bro. If you ain't got no fire, just go, bro. Just call it a day and go, bro. Sometimes we let our pride get in the way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been in that position. I done let my pride got the best of me. Luckily, bro, all thanks to God, I wasn't wet up. I wasn't down bad because of the decisions I made, bro. But sometimes, bro, you in that position like that, dog, don't let that pride get in the way, bro. When the odds are stacked against you, bro. Just go ahead and go, bro. Go ahead and go. Boom. Like I said, bro, when all that happened, boom. You know the search team, they ran down there, bro. They come across the yard all black. They come in the dorm, boom, locked down, pop, 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 find all that stuff in the dorm, bro. Everybody locked down, boom, they come in there, and guess what, bro? You know, it's crazy. They come in there, did a little investigation and stuff. We was locked down a couple of days behind that, bro. We was locked down about 6 days behind that, bro. And guess what? Nobody got locked up for it, bro, because the cameras in there wasn't working at this time, bro. Wasn't none of the cameras working like that. Or I don't know if it wasn't working, or they just didn't care, or they just didn't see whoever face real good. Because I remember one of them dudes had his little face tied up and stuff like that. But that don't really help sometimes. But didn't nobody get locked up, bro? They ended up giving us their little speech. The warden came and gave his little speech. Debo came and gave a little speech about, whoa, whatever happened again, we're going to go on lockdown for months and all this type of stuff. Them guys don't care about that, bro. They don't care about none of that, bro. But I just wish Slice would have just went ahead and go on that door, bro. And bro ended up, he was in a hole, bro. When I ended up going to the other side, I ended up seeing him on the other side. They ended up putting him out there in L building, bro. And that's like an open door, and that's like a, they got the tag plant at Smith. That's where most people, well, all the people that work in the tag plant, they got the tag plant, they got the beekeeping class, all them little classes. That's where most people who have good details that like work in medical, staff dining, all that type of stuff, on warden detail, they be out there in L building. So they had kind of put bro in L building, bro, to keep them away from the heat of what's going on in the main compound, bro. Mind you, you do have Bloods back there in L building, but they don't really care about all that stuff. Them little dudes be cooling back there, bro. And I used to see him around compound all the time, bro. He was pretty much good, bro. I guess they did what they wanted to do to him, bro. Just to, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, they don't even know this dude from nowhere, bro. If the man say he just want to be out of the set, just let him out of the set, bro. He had valid reason why he wanted to be out of the set, bro. Mind you, some of these same homies done told on him on the street, bro. Got him all this time. Mind you, he did what he did to get locked up too now. You know what I'm saying? But they told on him, and he just decided that he wanted to change his life and let it go, man. But they wouldn't let him go like that. That's why I tell y'all, bro, be careful of decisions that y'all make in life, especially a major decision like that as far as joining gangs, joining an organization, or just anything, bro. Think about those decisions, bro, because sometimes when you put your foot in something, bro, it be the hardest thing to get your foot back out of that thing, bro. So y'all be careful of that, man, and please make wise decisions, bro. But that's the story for today, man. I appreciate y'all checking out the channel, man. A lot of love, a lot of peace, respect, y'all. I'm out.